Good day, Facebook. So lovely to be connecting with you today. I am in a place called Hout Bay, South Africa, Cape Town. It is such a beautiful day today, and I don't know if you can see the view, but I am pretty much in one of the most beautiful places you could ever imagine. Have a look at that. Super magical, super beautiful. And today I want to talk to you guys about happiness, because it's too many people I meet struggle with happiness. They're not happy, they get irritated easily, they're in anger, they're in pain, they're in suffering, they're in so many negative emotions most of the time. And I feel like a lot of people don't actually know what emotion actually is, or emotional control, or how to even shift from one emotion to another emotion. We find so many people that get into certain emotional states and they stay stuck in them for longer periods than what is actually necessary for them to do so. So today I'm going to actually share with you techniques, skills and ideas on how to become proficient with emotion, how to understand emotion, how to shift emotion, how to know how to move from one emotion to another emotion at will. Because I think a lot of people don't understand how flexible emotions actually are, how easy it is for them to transition from happy to sad and back to happy again within 2 minutes if they choose to, because the rate at which you shift from one emotion to another is your choice. But if you don't know you have a choice, then it becomes extremely difficult to do so. So the key to happiness is, what does happiness mean to you? Like, when was the last time you felt truly happy? You know, because I think a lot of times people aren't able to realize what happiness really is and how they have the power to create happiness in any moment of the day. They could be sustained in happiness permanently. So I'm going to share a few things with you right now, and then later on today I'm going to create another video when I get home where I'm actually going to blueprint and write out and show you specific details, how you can gain absolute control over your emotions when you understand them this way. Because I don't believe many people truly have an in-depth understanding of what the emotions are, how they operate, how they work, how to shift them, because it's not what you actually think it is. You know, like, I've spent quite a few years studying the emotions and studying many different modalities that have brought me to this conclusion to understand what it is. And happiness is a state of being. Happiness is a choice. You know, and if you're not feeling happy permanently, if you're not in an excited state permanently, it's because you're choosing not to be. So the key is to find out all the things that prevent you from staying in those states of being that you prefer to be in. So what stops you from being in the highest state you can imagine? What stops you? And what needs to happen for you to be able to access that state more frequently and sustain it more frequently? Because the unconscious mind is basically, it just gives us what we rehearse. So whatever we are thinking about more of, it gives us more of that state. So happiness creates happiness. But the key to happiness is, I find so many people making happiness, making positivity, making all these good emotions and passion, they make it conditional based on what happens outside of them. Hey, John. So what they do is they'll say, I will be happy only if the universe or the world gives me reasons to be happy. And if you do that, you're making it completely conditional on what happens outside you. And the universe is structured unconditionally. So if you say, I will only be happy if the universe gives me reasons to be happy, you will never be happy, ever, because the universe is a one-to-one reflection based on the energy you giving off. So whatever energy, whatever state of being, whatever vibration you are resonating at in that moment, that is the energy you're going to be giving off. And the universe, the world, whatever you believe it to be, is going to reflect back all the experiences that are equivalent to that. So if I'm giving off fear and anger and pain, the universe is just going to give me more reasons to feel fear and anger and pain, because it's just taking its cue from you. The universe takes its cue from you. So you set the stage, you set the example, you set the lead, the emotional lead within your reality and your life. It's paradise, brother. Check this out, man. Got the view of the mountains. Look at that. Yeah, so the key to this is, to choose the emotions you want to feel more frequently, whether it's passion, whether it's joy, whether it's love, and choose to feel them for their own sake, not needing a reason to feel them, because to feel passion and love and joy is reason enough. We don't need another reason to choose to feel these feelings and emotions that allow us to feel light, for allow us to feel motivated, for allow us to believe that we can achieve great things in this life. So it's all up to us, because one of the greatest things we were blessed with in this world is the universe was created neutral. It was created meaningless. And what I mean by that is that everything was created completely neutral. There was no meaning attached to anything. So the universe was created meaningless because it gives us the opportunity to give life meaning. And whatever meaning we give life is what we'll extract out of life. So if we define it to be a beautiful place, if we define it to be a positive place, if we define it to be a place filled with passion and love and unbridled joy, we will extract all of those experiences out of life, because the universe is just a one-to-one illusion based on what we're giving off. And it's taking its cue from you. So the universe doesn't happen to you, it happens through you. So whatever you're feeling, whatever you're giving off, whatever vibration you're resonating at, that is going to be emitted out into the universe like a pulse of energy. And the universe is going to receive that, and it's going to give you back more of what you're choosing to give off, consciously or unconsciously. And that's where the great skill comes in, because you might be giving off something unconsciously that you don't even realize. And that's where self-reflexivity is important. And self-reflexivity is when your awareness reflects back and becomes aware of itself to find out what is contained within you. What energy are you giving off? Are you aware you have a choice between what emotions you want to feel? And if you believed you have a choice to feel whatever emotional states you want to feel, what feelings would you choose to feel more frequently? Would you choose to feel positive vibrations? Would you choose to feel happiness and love and have as much fun as you can have and play as much as you can and embrace every part of this life that you can? Because yes, you can. It is a choice. And when you choose to live that life, when you choose to feel those feelings more frequently, you will. Because a lot of people don't believe they actually have a choice. They don't believe they're in control of their emotions, because you're in control of your emotions, or your emotions are in control of you. You're running your states, or your states are running you. But you make the choice. And if you don't know you have a choice, it doesn't give you permission to change that, because I believe everything in life is a permission slip. And whatever beliefs we have is aligned to the permission we give ourselves to access those certain states. So make the choice today to feel happiness for its own sake, to feel joy for its own sake, to feel brilliance for its own sake, to recognize you are of value. And you don't need a reason to do so. We do not need a reason, because the key to all of this is circumstances don't matter. Only state of being matters. Circumstances do not create materialization. Only state of being creates materialization. So it doesn't matter what the circumstances are in your life. It doesn't actually matter. What matters is the state of being that you're feeling. So if a certain circumstance is allowing you to feel negativity and pain and suffering, you are seeing the formula the opposite way around, because the circumstance doesn't determine the emotion. It's the emotion that determines the circumstance. So if there's a painful circumstance happening, all you got to do is shift into a better state, shift into a more profound, more positive, more enlightened state. And if you're able to do that, when you reflect back at the circumstance, you're going to notice it's going to shift, it's going to change, it's going to disappear and disperse into something more positive. So I'll say that again: circumstances don't create materialization. Only state of being creates materialization. So choose the state of being that's going to create the reality you want to experience more frequently. Train it in, rehearse it, become consistent with it, because consistency creates autopilot responses within the unconscious mind. So whatever we do more frequently, whatever we rehearse more frequently, the unconscious mind says, okay, he wants more of that. I'm going to give him more of that. So choose happiness, choose fun, choose smiling, choose play, choose all those positive emotions that fill your being with all the great feelings that you want to feel, that just lift you up and shoot you towards your dreams, because you'll be surprised what will start to happen in your reality if you can embody all of these feelings more frequently, because that's the key, is mind to muscle. We start with the idea, the concept, the pictures we see, the visualizations, and we lock them into our neurology. When we take action on them, we lock them in through our behavior, and the more frequently we lock them into our physiology, the more they become part of our unconscious, because the unconscious mind is structured in physiology, visualization, and tonality. So we can use these keys to our advantage to create the reality we want and the feelings we want to feel more frequently. Cool, guys, stay tuned to this. I'm going to bring you at 6 o'clock, I'm going to bring you another couple minutes where I'm going to be at home and I'm going to be writing out the formulas, and I'm going to be showing you in depth how you can gain access of your emotions, how you can gain intelligence of your emotions. And it's a lot simpler than what you think. We just haven't been taught it, not mainstream. So I'm super excited to bring this to you. If you like this, stay tuned or watch my video a little bit later. And guys, look at this magic we live in. The world is such a beautiful, beautiful place. And there's no reason to ever not choose to be happy, to be in joy, and to just continue to think about all the great things that there is in this life to explore. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a beautiful day, and I'll chat to you later.